All right, as you can see, we are on our last lesson for this unit. We had 16 lessons. This one is just getting you to use a lot of the things that you've already practiced. Parallel lines, perpendicular lines, angles, and recognizing how to draw them on a grid that is not perfectly lined up. As you can see right here, we have a line that does not follow our grid. So on our grid paper, that's what this is. You're going to draw at least one quadrilateral to fit the description. The description is what's given up above. And you're going to use the given segment as one segment of the quadrilateral. So this segment right here, this line segment, is one part of our quadrilateral. We're going to name the figure we drew using one of the terms in this box. I'll walk you through letter A, and then I'm going to have you do B, C, and D, pausing each time so that you can practice it. So the first one says a quadrilateral that has at least one pair of parallel sides. One pair of parallel sides. So this right here is our line segment. If I take my ruler and I line it up perfectly and I trace another line, that makes parallel lines. Now, in order to follow these rules, it says at least one pair. Technically, you could do two, but I'm going to do just one pair. So that means that I am going to connect these two. But if I only want to do one pair of parallel lines, I'm going to extend this just a little bit so that mine has to go down. So now we have one pair of parallel lines. In order to show that, we put our little arrow. These lines are parallel. However, they are not equal, they are not congruent because they're not the same length. If I turn this, you should be able to see what it is, with one pair of parallel lines, no right angles. It is a trapezoid. Now you may or may not have made a trapezoid with yours, but that is one possibility. I'm going to put a check mark there because I may end up making another one later. I never know. Go ahead and pause this and do B, and then check. I ended up using my ruler and my right angle template in order to make these right angles. We can show right angles this way. And then you're going to have to measure. We're going to measure in centimeters. So this is about 3 centimeters. And this is about 3.5 centimeters. 3 centimeters, 3.5 centimeters. So I can go ahead and write that down to help myself. So I have, these sides are both parallel, and they're equal, congruent, and these sides are parallel. So you have to put your little arrows in there. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see maybe. Zoom in. I'll zoom in this way. So if I do not have equal sides, what do I have? Yes, I have a rectangle. But I had to measure it in order to know. Okay, go ahead and pause. Do letter C. All right, so I have drawn a quadrilateral that has two pairs of parallel sides. This is parallel with this, and this is parallel with this. And then I went through and I measured, and I got about 3.5 centimeters here. I got 3 centimeters here. I got 3.5 centimeters here. And I got 3 centimeters here. So again, unequal sides, but my opposite sides are equal. So we can either call that a rectangle or a parallelogram, or both. Very nice. All right. Now, I'm going to look at, oh, let me look at my angles to see if it's a rhombus. Is it 90-degree angles? Yeah, there's a 90-degree angle. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. All right, so it is not a rhombus. All right, we're going to do letter D, quadrilateral that has at least one pair of perpendicular sides and at least one pair of parallel sides. Okay, remembering that perpendicular cross at a point at a 90-degree angle, and one pair of parallel. Right, good luck. Pause. All right, and here's my last one. I have measured with my 90-degree right angle template, and I have checked that all my sides are 90 degrees, or all my angles are 90 degrees, and I've measured each one, and they are actually all 3 centimeters. So if they are all 3 centimeters, that means that every single side is the same, which makes it a square. Very good. All right, go ahead and flip your page. Yours may not be the same as mine, remember. Now it's giving you triangular grid paper, and it says draw at least one quadrilateral to fit the description. Use the given segment as one segment of the quadrilateral. Name the figure you drew. So another 4-sided shape. This one has 2 sets of parallel sides. This one has 4 right angles. I believe we did the 4 right angles, and we already did 2 sets of parallel sides. So you can go ahead and do this again if you'd like. It's on triangular. I'm going to do it just to show you what it looks like, and then you can compare yours. Pause. All right, that's what it looks like. I have made 2 sets of parallel sides. Here I've made 4 right angles. I came up with a rectangle and a parallelogram. This asks us the difference between a rhombus and a rectangle. Remember to explain it in a sentence. A rhombus does not have right angles, but a rectangle does. And then different between a square and a rhombus, it's the same story. A rhombus does not have right angles. Or all sides equal, but a square does. Move on to homework.